All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Speed Souls Charity Marathon 2020. I have Oh Dear
frames per pixels per frame, that way around. Too technical.
See, I didn't even know that.
Boring.
I just learned that right now, so that's great.
Yeah, so in this game we can go wherever we want. We have an overworld map and or an axis maybe even. And we can choose the zones we go to and the order we go to them. In the speedrun we generally want to go clockwise, tree zone first, just because of the way the power-ups work out, and we're minimizing overworld movement that way.
And I believe in the overworld, when you come to a crossing, you can also buffer inputs to go a little bit faster, or
If
at
only.
least... Yeah.
If only. At crossings on the overworld are the only things that we cannot buffer on the map. We can buffer leaving zones, though. Tiny, tiny time saves.
Okay. So it's just up to how fast your reaction is once you get to a crossroad.
Yeah. You want to time it, generally. You can also mash. But with
See,
mashing...
I never tried to optimize the overworld, so I never really knew too much about it.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you will start optimizing at the very last moment. You want to get the general run in first, right?
Of course, yeah.
Even think about things like that. Sometimes we take damage to save some time, like jumping through those or running through those spikes.
Yeah, and when Mario has the frames where he's actually going from larger Mario to smaller Mario, when there's a lot of enemies on the screen, I believe that'll actually reduce lag occasionally.
Occasionally, yeah. Because Mario only gets drawn every second frame if he flashes. And yeah, that just generally can reduce some lag.
I'm going to hop in real quick.
Sure.
I have two donations. One from Gandrake for $10 that says $10 just like I promised, and remember everyone, yeehaw. And then I've also got a $10 donation from Dr. Oso. Thank you very much. There was no comment on that. I'd like to remind everyone that there is currently a bid war going on for a bonus run after this run of Super Mario Land 2. I think, Deer, you could probably explain that better than me. But yeah, don't forget to get your bids in for that.
Let's do that. So you can choose between any percent and jackpot. Jackpot is kind of a simplified version of any percent. In any percent you actually see the credits, in jackpot you just see me getting rich. Actually getting rich and then losing all of my money again.
So jackpot is more for the gamblers, if there's any gamblers in here, but any percent is more for the people who just want to see some really strange glitches that are not really consistent either. So you may see Deer go through a little bit of pain in 80%.
Yeah. Any percent is probably more interesting. Jackpot has never been shown in a marathon before. So
yeah, I mean,
decide with those two things in mind.
Even though I'm a fan of jackpot, I would say any percent overall is more interesting. There's a lot going on in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, we all know that chat likes to antagonize commenters. So
Yeah.
do with
Currently,
that kind of information whatever you want.
Currently, Jackpot is in the lead, just so you guys
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll
By
give it some time.
$10.
Maybe the tides will change. Deer just got his first coin, so there are 6 golden coins in this game, as the name specifies. And he's heading into the second area now. This is actually a precursor to the second area, where he hops in this bubble before he actually gets to the space zone.
Yeah,
Not a lot going on in this
kind
level.
of boring. You can lose time on this level though, because lag in this game is somewhat random sometimes, and in this level you can get up to 0.3 seconds of random lag. Not fun to have a factor like this in a game. We are reaching our second zone, space zone, and this zone features some very unique physics. Like, we can't run anymore, but we can float. And for some reason, we are faster on the ground on this level than when we float through the air. Sometimes you can see it. If I reach the ground, Mario seems to speed up a tiny bit.
Yeah, and you can
Might
also
be a
see
bit
he can
difficult
walk.
to tell.
He can walk up across the smaller gaps here, which you did see him do previously.
Yeah.
And he's also going to use a mechanic where he presses up to jump higher, like right there, and then again here to try to get onto, I think it's like a 2-pixel area here. And there you go.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah.
Well, it's 4 pixel, it might be 4 pixels.
Okay.
But since you're moving, you have 2 frames. There's
Oh
where
yeah,
2
2
comes
frames,
in.
of course. Yeah. Mhm. And then the, well, some people would call it amazing. Other people might not like this song so much, but this is the star song. This is the defining moment for a lot of people of the soundtrack of Super Mario Land 2. I
Did
won't
you
talk
just
too
say
much.
amazing? Amazing
Well-
the level called the Star Maze?
Oh my god.
Oh, you,
Oh Jesus. Okay.
this guy.
Let's get back to the game. I'm tired of these memes.
I don't want to.
There's not a lot.
Go ahead.
There's not a lot going on here, actually. You're just going to get some power-ups. You're going to navigate. The boss at the end of this level is very interesting, though. So maybe while you're navigating through here, you can kind of explain all the things related to Tatanga.
All the things, it's difficult to explain. Tatanga has weird iframes, that's what it comes down to. And you want to be very specific in how you approach him in the first place. You have to get in 4 shots and 1 stomp on the head, optimally.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the strat I go for. That's what we call the 1 cycle. He has 6 hit points, and you can reduce them to 0 by either hitting him on the head 3 times, which is slow, or getting some shots in prior to that. 2 shots equal 1 head stomp. So the combination I mentioned, 4 shots, 1 head stomp, is just the fastest combination of those things that are realistically possible. You can get 6 shots in, but you have to mash super fast for that. And your timing has to be impeccable. Which I can't do.
If you are watching this game and you're thinking, I might give it a chance at running this, just to let you know, someone in the community, I can't remember his name, dear, who created the special thing for Tatanga?
His name is Lightbulb Sun.
Okay, Lightbulb Sun actually created a hack just to practice the Tatanga fight and give you statistics on everything that's happening. So there are developments recently in the Super Mario Land 2 community that make it easier now to get more efficient at the game.
I did not get my 4th shot in there, so it was 3 shots plus 2 head stomps.
Yeah, so that was pretty fast, but it's not an official 1 cycle. What would Darbian consider that in golf terms?
What I just got was a bogey, even, I believe.
Okay.
They amped up. Like, I've been running this game for 6 years, and when the new guys came in earlier this year, they just ramped up the difficulty pretty much, or the standards at least. I don't.
Yeah,
agree
so
with that.
I guess I should mention that when Darbian started running this, a lot of other people came in and started running it too. And like Deer said, the difficulty kind of went up because all these people came in and they started basically taking the time down and practicing strats that were mostly based on task strategies and making them more viable for real time.
Yeah, we just didn't have a good understanding at the beginning of the year of how many things work, like the Tatanga fight just now. It's just something we didn't fully understand. And now we do, so getting the one cycle that I did not get is much more likely nowadays.
So you can see that he broke that block there to get a fire flower. That's very important here. You need that to get past the upper area, otherwise you have to take the lower exit, which makes this much slower. He hits 2 invisible blocks there. He gets the double block break, which is great. That speeds up that significantly. And you can see that he actually got hit by that last ant. That's one of the areas where you can actually use Mario's frames from going from Big Mario to Small Mario to reduce the lag there.
Yeah, correct. Because that ant shoots a boulder at us, as you could see. And with that we have 2 sprites plus Mario on the screen. And at that point, when anything gets over that, we also still have the other ant that we just killed. Before that on the screen, Mario plus 3 sprites is usually means that the game will lag. So we're trying to maneuver through the game in a way that avoids constellations like that. Sometimes it's difficult to do. But if you see me like shooting enemies very early before they even appear on screen, that is why.
Do you have time for a couple quick donations?
Oh yeah, go
Sure.
ahead. This is a side scroller.
Okay. I have a donation from Moral for $10 that says, "Big thank you, oh dear, for participating in the marathon and for being an awesome person overall."
No.
And then and that one was actually for $10 towards the jackpot run. And then I have $10 from Queen Tonberry that says, "Try not to get frazzled, dear. Good luck." That one doesn't look like it got put towards anything, but keep those bids coming in.
I think Queen is in chat. She might. Can she still direct it somewhere?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
So it's
In theory.
any percent or
I can't
jackpot
make
Queen.
promises, but I think so.
We can at least ask, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, I can always just do it in my head.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
All right,
Host
so that
and
last
donation
macro level, yeah, that last macro level has a really nice flow. It's a little bit of a technical level, and then you can say he jumps forward a bit, and then he tries to mash the fire button as fast as possible here to take down the rat.
We don't actually jump. We don't actually jump anymore in 2020. We walk now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, it just went through my head because that's what I do. Yeah, you just walk forward.
Yeah, fastest in-game time would be 351.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 350 there. 351 is very hard to get without some strats that I just don't go for.
So just to ask you, what's the
Gotcha.
fastest mashing speed you can do for the fireball?
Me personally,
Or, you know, is there a cap to it? Or can you just go as fast as
it
possible?
depends on your distance to the enemy and how many shots are on the screen on the same time.
Okay.
So you can only
I was
have
wondering-
2 shots on the screen at the same time. So you would have to be very, very close to something that you're shooting in order to get the full potential. And then you can mash at, or you could mash, TAS could mash at 30 FPS. The game runs in 59.7275 frames per second. So half that to get the effective fastest mashing speed.
Okay.
I can usually mash at like 10 to 11 hertz. So not close to optimal.
But I believe optimal, even for the fastest mashers, would probably be around like 16 to 17 hertz.
Yeah.
And that would be
Like,
pretty
we're
acceptable.
talking Tetris hyper tappers now.
Yeah, that's
I don't
just
know
why
anyone in this community who gets close to that. 15-ish
Yeah.
is usually the maximum. It's not too relevant for like the general speedrun.
And I just want to mention one other thing he's doing
$5
here.
donation
Oh,
if
go
you have
ahead.
time. So we have $5
yeah.
from Alibaba that says, "Good luck, dear," and that was towards any percent. So that's $5 for any percent so far, 20 towards jackpot.
Thanks, Ali.
All right, so I want to mention one other thing here. You can see that at the bottom of the screen, he has a kill count. It's at 82 right now. He's going to want that to be 99 when he enters castle, because it's going to make the last few rooms before Wario that much faster.
Yeah, you will see what happens. Or we will try to remember to actually mention what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
This level's
10 minutes away.
Yeah, this level's pretty basic though. Just a lot of hopping around, and then
Yeah, there was one strategy that we call quick drops. If you run off a ledge without holding the run button, you drop way quicker vertically. And since we want to go down and turn around in that level, that actually helps us save some time.
So this next level coming up is fairly basic, but the boss at the end is one of the true random things in this speedrun. The most common patterns, I believe, are, what is it, left, right, left, right,
Yeah.
right, left, 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 right?
So the
I can't
upcoming boss
remember exactly.
will appear on different sides of the screen in three rounds, 3 consecutive rounds. I was looking for the
Right.
word. She's supposed to be on the right side while she's invisible at the start when the fight starts, and then she has a 75% chance to change sides. So left, right, left is overall the most likely outcome. At 42% if you add up those 3 75s. Of course, you knew that.
And you can see that he's buffering this. And he does get the most common pattern, which is great. So what he's doing is he's anticipating the witch pattern. He's expecting it to be left, right, left. So he does left, he goes over to right, he buffers it, and he goes back to left and buffers it. And that was perfect. That's exactly what you want there.
Yeah, exactly. So at this point in seeing how optimized the game is nowadays, most runners just guess. Because those 42% odds are just good enough, at least for me.
So we actually pass by that Mario level, go straight to Turtle, because of the power-up he has here. He's going to use the bunny ears to fly across this entire level, which makes the overall run faster.
Yeah, there's some random element again, random lag on this level. I didn't get a lot of lag, luckily. It's similar to the bubble level you saw earlier. Nothing I could do, but I'm happy that I didn't get a lot of lag. Generally, the turtle zone here that I'm approaching is one of the most difficult zones in the whole run. Just because of how tight the strategies are and of how punishing the mistakes are. So we are swimming a lot here, and the faster you move in general, if you make mistakes, it all adds up.
And I believe, especially in this level, which is very technical, very tough level, your swim speed is extremely important, and if I'm saying this correctly, it is random, whether you get fast swim or slow swim.
Well, technically it's predetermined depending on whether you start swimming on an odd or even frame, but have you kept track at home on what frame I am right now? I haven't. So technically it's random, yeah.
Yeah, I have not
So
either.
there are 2 swim speeds, fast and slow.
Maybe for a future run I'll keep track.
Yeah.
So this is a cool little sequence here where he jumps on 2 of those shells to get up there fairly quickly. The second one, he uses a super jump, which is a little bit difficult to execute, so that was very nicely done.
Yeah, we haven't explained super jumps yet, I think. Oops.
Yeah.
Ooh, this might mess up my setup here. Give me a second. Short focus time. I think my setup is messed up. No, it wasn't, but I messed it up. It's fine. Super jumps are if you hold your jump button for shorter than you would need to. No, let's start over again. If you hold your jump button for 27 frames, Mario will descend on that 27th frame. If you release it just before, that algorithm will not get triggered, but he will get carried by his momentum for a little bit longer. So then you can jump higher when you release the button earlier. It's a bit unintuitive, but that's just how it is. Oops.
So you can see this is a pretty technical level. He's hitting these blocks here to get that power up. and then he has a very small gap to hit that one little astronaut guy. Probably has an official name, not sure what his name is.
I don't know. But I think it's a scuba diver, Goomba, something like that. There's supposed to be a Goomba in that diving suit.
Yeah. Pretty easy boss. Just move forward, move up, and spam fire.
Yeah, that level was kind of wonky. As you could see, it's just a tight level. As I said earlier, Turtle Zone is kind of scary in runs.
This next level is going to be very important for super jumps, though, right?
Oh yeah. So the super jumps I just mentioned, you can get several qualities of execution. So here I want to get a jump that is 25 or 26 frames long, and I got it on the second attempt at least. So sometimes you have to inch closer to those 27 frames that I mentioned earlier. I'm gonna use a safer strat today. Let's not be silly today.
The odd thing about watching a level like this is it looks a lot simpler than it actually is when someone does it very efficiently because of the super jumps.
So there was another one of those like 2-frame perfect jumps, so to speak. So the jump has to be jump button press duration has to be 25 or 26 frames for that to work out.
A completely efficient version of that gear level is very impressive and very fast too.
Yeah. It's one of the big factors where the current world record holder just has an edge on many other runners, that level in particular. So something I still have to practice.
Alright, so he's grabbing this carrot here. He's going to want to use that in the next level. It's pretty much a requirement to get through it quickly.
Have we explained the bunny ears yet?
Not completely, as in what they do exactly.
Yeah, so you can see I'm fluttering, and sometimes I'm not even losing height. So the game intends you to lose some height if you just keep the button held. But if you mash at about 5 to 6 hertz, you actually never lose height. Very convenient.
You can see he lost that there from the spikes and does a little jump to get the bunny ears again. And those tiles there push you back or push you forward. He fluttered over them, and then once he got to that one enemy, he took the bunny ears off, obviously, by running into the enemy. And he's just going through the rest of the level, getting the fire flower, which he's going to use in the next level. Or, actually, he's going to go on the spikes, yeah. God. This shows that I have not practiced this, and I actually have a match on Monday, so I'm going to have to brush up on all the strats here.
Yeah. Sounds like you should practice.
So
I mean,
just
that's
to mention,
why you hopped on, right?
Yes, of course. To remind myself what this game is like. Just to mention, there is a Super Mario Land 2 tournament going on right now, and that's why I mentioned that.
Okay, we are approaching the last boss here. Actually, this boss has 3 parts. It's not your typical Mario boss. The 3 little piggies from the animal story, fable. What is it? It's a story. And you have to kill all of them, just like in the story.
So this used to be a little bit more technical than it is, but this first pig is the most technical, which was done really well. For the rest, you just stand in place.
Well, oops.
Or you can do that as well, I guess.
Just wanted to. You don't want to get 2 good times in marathons, or people will point at you.
Yeah, and you can also show
like
off
that.
the fact that there's an alternative way of killing them.
Yeah. Which is very weird sometimes. If you're not used to the backup, their erratic movement can sometimes throw you off.
Yeah, indeed. It's especially with that last pig because of how high it jumps and the change in speed as well.
Yeah, it's a cool little tidbit how they programmed that boss. They coupled the moving speed to the amount of health they have left. So the lower the health amount gets, the faster they move.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so the castle. This is a very technical level, especially this first segment. You're going to see him do some very tight jumps here. And he's taking this damage purposely.
Yeah, I have to be a bit quiet during this because it actually requires some focus.
All right, so he gets through that pretty smoothly. There was just one segment there where a super jump at the right height could have gotten him above the large piranha plant, but it didn't quite get him there. He's going to try to jump off this platform forward, then jump into the wall to activate the other platform. Do a normal jump, and yeah, that was pretty efficient. That was good. You have some fists that appear from above Mario there that Deer jumped over the panels that start those fists to come down. And then it's just some, basic platforming here. The stairs here are a little bit tougher than you'd expect, but Deer is making quick work of that. And then these last couple of rooms are pretty easy coming up to the faces and the Wario fight.
Here's where the kill count comes in. So I have 99 kills right now. And I want to kill one more enemy. And I receive, as a reward for managing my kill count so neatly, I receive a reward with that Starman. That gives me invincibility.
And how much time did that save, approximately?
About 2 seconds. It depends on your general pace during the level. Because right here we see that the boss is on cycles. I want to enter the second phase of this fight when the in-game timer shows 4, 8, or 6, 4, 8, or 0. I just entered on 8. And that makes the boss drop down immediately, so I can hit him like this. And time is on the third hit of this last third phase. It's 1, 2, and he's dead. And that is the game.
GG.
Thanks.
What was that about?
I didn't have a timer running
or something. Yeah, I have no idea actually.
We will never know. Like with the piggy fight, I think it was still sub 27, but I'm not sure.
I mean, my estimate's 26:51. Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, probably.
Really?
No,
Okay.
I have no idea. I just told you I don't have a timer running.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I
you
can
can.
read it off the
Stop
stream. I mean, it's
leaving
not
us in suspense.
perfectly accurate, but it's 25:51.
No, 25:51 is
certainly
impossible.
That's what it says. That's
Okay.
why I said I
World
don't think that
record.
it's accurate.
World
All
record.
right. It's a world record then, yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Oh Dear. He somehow just totally trounced Adam.
Way to go.
Doesn't even have a chance anymore. So this is
So
Don't
you're
listen to
the
Nubist.
you're the new world record holder.
Nubist knows
Um,
nothing about this game.
So I believe. Let me just quickly double check on that bid war
Oh yeah.
for you. See. Refresh the page one last time. Yep. So it currently looks like the winner is definitely going to be Jackpot. Let me just go ahead and
Oh,
close
baby.
that real quick. Sorry,
So I guess I'm
scrolling
gonna
down the
start
page.
it somewhat quickly since we're behind schedule.
All right. So the donation
Okay.
incentive is now closed, and yep, go ahead and I guess go for Jackpot. Yeah.
So this one's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna attempt the jackpot once. If I fail it, I'm just gonna call it there because that would just take another 2 minutes to set it up again. You will see what I mean by that. Let's just hope
Yeah.
I get it. There. I'm gonna
There
go
are two-
in
Okay,
5,
sorry. Go ahead.
4, 3, 2, 1. No.
Okay, so there are two things that he needs to do to get to where the whole jackpot thing happens. The first thing here is to get a tortoise shell, a turtle shell, whatever. Deer's the biologist, I'm not. So he's going to grab this shell, and then he's going to bounce it off the side of a block and have it hit Mario the same time that Mario enters the pipe, and that's going to screw everything up.
I'm gonna try
So
for
he-
one more time.
Yeah, he was a frame just a bit early there.
Yeah, and now I was late, so I'm gonna skip it for our second round. That's a 1-frame trick. I'm not gonna grind for that now, so I'm just gonna play the level normally. I just wanted to show it off, if at the slight chance that it could have worked. But yeah, you only have one frame in a 60 FPS game.
We will see something very similar, though, in an upcoming Ant level.
The second one you will definitely see.
Yeah.
Because I can
So the
try that
second
over and
one-
over again.
Yeah. The second one is similar in a way, except Mario doesn't have to throw something at himself. There's actually an ant that's going to help him out by throwing these, I guess, boulders at him, kind of like some of the enemies in Mega Man.
Yeah, the enemies in Mega Man, alright.
Yeah, yeah. The ones I'm referring to that I can't.
The one that throw the boulders, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you know,
the ant will come up right here. So you can see like this is easy to start over because it's right at the beginning. Too early. I'm gonna get this, trust me. And then then it gets crazy after I get this. Because we haven't even explained why I'm trying this. There's something called a carry-over glitch in this game. And if you do things on the same frame as dying, like going down a pipe there, it transfers that state that Mario's in there to the next level. So the game just thought I was still in a pipe, and it let me go down a pipe even though there was no pipe there. So you just fall through the level and reach this glitchy mess, which is in fact the game's memory, interpreted as game data, as blocks and other things.
Yeah, unfortunately it pushes him forward here a bit, but his goal here is just to get 999 coins. And then you need to find an exit. And there are multiple exits here.
Yeah. So we have those 99 coins now, 999 coins. There's this casino thing here with the slot machines that also has a 999 coins option. And this is what jackpot is all about, and I actually got the jackpot.
There we go. So if you're a little bit too early, you get the 5 up, but he got the 99, and that's perfect. That's a full jackpot run.
Yeah, that's actually what the
great-
category is about. It's silly. It's more of a meme category. It's the memeiest category that we have, but it's also
Yeah.
fun to do.
Well, there is also one button. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, that just means you can't run. I consider this one memeier
I agree.
and also more fun.
Even though I like it, I agree. This is probably the memeiest category. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it for SML2.
Do you want to plug the SML2 Discord real quick?
I don't have any link ready, but you can find the Discord if you follow any SML2 runners you find on Twitch and look in their Twitch descriptions.
All right, well,
But
Thank you
generally, if
very
you
much.
want to... Yeah, okay. Go ahead. We're done.
all right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next game, which I believe is Blasphemous.